Happy Friday.
Hello.
I am Andrew Weens, and this is Bree Weens, and we are a Trinity family. Thank you for joining us this week for a Trinity Family 5-Minute Friday.
We are in our Guardian series right now.
Week 5.
Who is a guardian? Last week we looked at Winnie the Pooh and saw that guardian is one who knows that nothing leads to the very best of something. This week we're looking at Lion King's Mufasa, a father of excellent living.
Yeah, and the thing that we want to just extract from him is that it's about our lives. And that Mufasa lives this life as king in the movie The Lion King, where he is loving. He shows great character, great leadership. The people around him, the animals, respect him greatly. And Simba gets to see all of that. Because he sees it, he brings it in upon himself as a possibility. And even when Simba kind of rebels and Mufasa dies, later in the film, when Simba needs to step up and be king, he knows what a king looks like because he's seen it in his father. And there's this scene where Mufasa comes down in the clouds and he says, "Remember, remember, remember who you are by remembering who I am, because I'm with you, I'm in you." And that's the kind of legacy that we want to be leaving for our kids.
And so a story that we have in our family that demonstrates this example and this possibility is in our son, who has seen Andrew come to the breakfast table most every morning for a couple of years now and bringing poetry to us. Sometimes it's silly poetry, sometimes it's serious poetry, sometimes it's poetry that none of us really understand but him. But
Or
it's
maybe
fun.
including me.
But it's fun and we love it. And so my son, after a while, he was 5 at the time, and I was changing our youngest son's diaper at the time, and Eli comes up to me and he says, "You know, sometime I want to write poetry just like Daddy." I was like, "Anytime you want help writing it down, I'd love to help you." And he's like, "No, I'm going to do it right now." And he goes into this silly poem about a turd in between the cheeks. And it was funny, and it was fun, and it was playful, and he saw an example of playing with words, and he brought it, and he decided to just jump into it. So, can you give us some vision about what this can look like in our lives beyond poetry?
Yeah. I mean, I think that it comes down to one word, and it's hope. That our lives create an expectation for our kids. That when Eli is immersed in this place where his dad writes poetry, it just creates that's the norm. That's a possible thing in my life to write poems. And for a lot of kids, it wouldn't be. You know, that can be anything. Hopefully it is our character. It's the way we love our kids. It's the way we treat other people. It creates a standard for this is the norm. This is what our life looks like. And that's really the vision, is that we want to set such an expectation for our lives, with our lives, that our kids will see that and they will build from it. Because it will become, that's the norm. And so it really is just a message of parenting, not in manipulating children, but in focusing on our own behavior, our own conduct, and making that as excellent as possible so that our kids can emulate and follow it. And we live better lives, and they live better lives because of it.
And a great resource that if you want to look more or be inspired about this, a Thomas Jefferson education is a great place to start. They focus a lot on learning and how you do your own learning, and your kids will watch and be inspired to do the same. But it can be transposed into character, into how you live your life in various different realms. And so that's a resource, but then a tool.
By Oliver and Rachel DeMille, if you're just looking it up.
Yep, and a tool for you to use this week is to open up some conversation. Create a space and a norm where you share about your life and you can hear about their lives. We do this at our dinner table. We share 3 things. We share where we grow up, where we contribute, and where we risk, so that they not only see where we're learning and how we're growing, but also how we're treating other people and how we're intentionally going into that, and how we're failing potentially, and that it's okay to fail, and that's a part of the learning process, and is how we move into excellent living. So, enjoy your week.
Yeah. Celebrate. That's really that tool too. It creates just such a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the lives that we're living, and the lives that our kids are living, and say, this is what we're going after together. So enjoy. Have a great week. A great Friday today. Enjoy your weekend.